Yo, what up, man? World, it's your boy Hot Grits 813. I'm a part of the MF crew. Went over part one of the Indy playbook, Indy scheme. Now I'm going to come with part two out of Trips Bunch tight end. Part one was the two-back close. So now we're going to do the bunch tight end. The first play I want to go over, which is one of my favorite plays in this playbook, well, in this particular set, is inside cross. All right, on defense, we're just going to go into a normal 4-3, and we'll just call it cover 3, which is a very popular defense. We want to hot route our B receiver to a zig route. We want to hot route our A receiver to a zig route. It's optional for you to lead a running back in the block, or you can keep them on the blue route. I personally like to send out all of my receivers, but for the sake of this, I'll leave them in the block just to give me time because, you know, practice mode, they block shed like crazy. So we got them on the zig route, and then we have this over the middle. The dig route over the middle is very difficult to use a guard. As you can see, we're in a cover 2. Now, let's see if we can actually audible to a man-to-man coverage here and give it a too high safety look. And we're going to two-man under, and we're going to lead this running back in the block, and we're going to run these digs. These dig routes are going to come open every single time against man-to-man. I mean, they have to be manually guarded, user guarded, whatever you want to call them. So now we're still in this cover 3, and now I'm going to leave this running back excuse me, on the delay. So what we want to wait here for is this post coming over the middle, because you have that high-low read there. Having that high-low read on that cover 3 is very, very important, because you'll find people that's going to use a guard that middle of the field with maybe a linebacker or a safety. So he has to choose which level he wants to go and guard. All right. So that dig. All right. We're going to try this out on a cover 4, also out of a 4-3, just a generic 4-3 set. We're just going to call this cover 4. So now we're going to have the same setup. Just two zig routes, and then we're going to run this play. And as you can see, that yellow is going to escape and come down because that running back is on that blue route. And we'll run it one more time. Here. Just 2 adjustments, and we're going to run it. See, now he didn't come down. So the fact that that linebacker didn't come down, now I have the delay blue route for a quick check down pass. All right, we'll run it one more time, and then we'll go over to see that linebacker has to choose where he wants to go. All right, the next play we're going to go over here is called halfback off tackle. It's a quick audible run play, halfback off tackle. This is actually an outside run play. You just want to hike the ball, and you just want to follow your blocks right off that tackle hip, inside or either right outside that tackle hip. A lot of times you'll find that you'll get a lot of block shed coming off that edge if those receivers don't block well. All right, so now see, I'm coming right off the edge, and it's a very, very effective run play when you mix it up real well. Okay, the next play I want to go over is another quick audible, and it's called mesh. All right, this mesh play is very effective. What I do is I streak my wide receiver and I streak my B receiver, and I will route my running back. Right now in this defensive set, as you can see, I'm in a cover 4. So that means the corner routes won't be open, which is fine. But let's go ahead and give you a baseline look here. So now I'm going to motion hike this running back coming out of the backfield, and now I have a makeshift screen there to my running back. Now if they were to go, let's say into, well, we'll keep the cover 4 and we'll keep the look the exact same way, just for the sake. And excuse me, I'll show you that regardless of however they do it, this is going to be open every single time because they're in a cover 4 trying to guard the corner out. So now if I go into a cover 3 shell, which you'll see right here, if I go into a cover 3 shell and I run this mesh play, I'm going to streak my wide receiver, streak my B receiver, and also flat route my running back. When I motion him over, he's going to get set, and now my X receiver is going to be open. So it's a high, once again, it's another high-low look as well, okay? So now, now that I've done that, watch how this gets set up. I'm going to flat route my Jordy Nelson on the same play that I was showing you guys earlier. I'm going to zig route my tight end again, and I'm going to wheel route my running back. So now when I do this and I motion him, now everyone's going to run out wide, but now look, I'm throwing back to the inside. See, this is a great mix-up here where you can just really mess with the gray matter of the individual that you're playing. So now once again, now I'm motioning. For some reason, he motioned the wrong way. Motion him the wrong way. But this is a play right here, and we're still in that cover 4, and they're trying to guard that corner route. But now, see, everyone's going to the outside now instead of to the inside. See, those two plays right there are very, very effective. Very effective plays. Okay, the next play that I want to show you is tight end corner. All right. This tight end corner play is a very effective play as well. Just leave my running back in the block, and I can make one hot route adjustment. I can either put Cobb on the in route, or I can leave him on his actual his actual out route itself. And I'm going to motion hike him coming to the inside. And when he comes to the inside, he's going to delay, and he's going to always be up underneath the zones because he's going out on his route a little later than everyone else. So let's go ahead and audible to a cover 3. And as you can see, I'll just leave him on that route, leave my running back in the block. And once I do that, see, he's always going to be underneath the zones. He's always going to sit in that soft zone area whenever you throw this, whenever you run this particular play. Now let's go over to a man-to-man, and let's run this corner route as well. The progressions are going to be the same, but now this unshadable tight end route should come open. I'm still going to motion him over, and now see how open my tight end gets now when I start reading man-to-man. So now this tight end is going to come into play now. All right, so now the other play I wanted to show you also was PA crosses. This is actually one of my favorite plays in this particular set because it's very, very effective to guard. All right, I'm going to hot route my tight end to a slant over the middle. I'm going to flat route my wide receiver, and I'm going to wheel route my running back. This is going to give me this option of motion hiking my running back and getting this flat route going on over here. I always have that lead blocker. And what it's also going to do is it's going to give me also this to bring down zones. You want to run that flat route because you also have that slant coming across the middle, and you still have the wheel route going out on this route. So I can motion hike him either way and just hike the ball, and now I have these slants coming across the field. Unbelievable, phenomenal block shed there. So we'll go ahead and run the play one more time. We're still in this cover floor. We flat route Jones, slant my tight end, and I wheel route my running back. So now as they cross the field, you'll see we got gaps all over the field. The other thing I want to show you is if they're in some type of cover 3, how effective this play will actually work as well. Okay, flat route, slant, wheel route my running back. So now I'm going to leave it, let it go, and now we have the post, which they're hating on so bad, but I didn't wait long enough. I was afraid of the block shed. But we'll go right back to the cover 3, and we'll go right back to the play, set it up the exact same way. All right, and we're just going to hike the ball. As we hike it, we still have the underneath route because that running back is going to take away that flat. And we're going to go right back to cover 3 again, run the same play. And now hopefully I don't get that block shed coming off the edge, and I can be able to show you guys that post coming over the middle. You see? So I have that slant, that flat, the post, and the other drags coming over the middle against a cover 3. A cover 4, which we're already in right now, as you can see, is going to allow us to do the exact same thing. All right, but now that they're in a cover 4, now we can attack the flats. Great hit. Now we can attack the flats, and we can continue to run our scheme the same way we've been running it. See? We can motion him. Oh, no, we're going to go back the other way. See, we can motion him, keep motioning, and now we can give him that flat route, but now we're going to throw the tight end. You see? So that linebacker user has to decide where he wants to go. All right? We already showed you mesh and showed you the off tackle. All right, the next play that I want to show you guys is actually a screenplay out of this trips bunch set. All right, a very effective screenplay here. It's called Halfback Slip Screen. All right, this play right here will just continue to come out in the same theme, which is a cover 4 here. And what I do here is I flat route my tight end, and I leave everybody the same. And just to give the same look, I'll even motion Cobb over. But I'm going to throw this screen route. And of course, he jumps up and bats it down. Unbelievable. So I flat route my guy, motion Jordy or something. I can motion Jordy. And when I do this, now as you can see, I have 4 blockers over here on this screen. This is going to be so effective. So now the other way that I can run it is I can just drag route Jordy Nelson across the field and wheel route my running back. So now when I do this, now I have a wide receiver with the same amount of blockers out there as well, but now my running back is going out there to block. So I'll run it again, wheel route my running back, and I want to lead pass down that route, and then catch it with Jordy and take as many yards as I can take with your wide receiver. So our flat pass, there's 2 different ways: flat pass, run it out. Of course, I've ran it so many times now the D lineman's AI is out of control. All right, the next play I want to show you guys is one more play which I think is money against people that try to guard corner routes, and it's called it's curl flat corner, which is a very, very effective play. It's a very deep corner route that's kind of hard to actually for the CPU to cover. Let me back up a little bit here because it's a pretty long corner route. As you can see here, that corner route is going to get so deep, it gets deeper than any purple. But this is the way I like to run it. I hot route my tight end to an in route, and then smart route him to go 10 yards. I'll slant route my my B receiver, and I can wheel route my running back. And I like to also run the out route with my X receiver. Okay, I know it's a lot, but you'll see why in a second. We're still giving the high-low look, and we're giving the delay look, but this corner route is going to be so deadly. So as you can see here, I get block shedded. So the next play, let's see if we can set it up. All right, this time I'll just leave a running back in the block. Hopefully they don't hate on me. And here we go. So now as you see how that purple, and that's a bad use on my part, but that purple route can't get over there. All right, that purple route has to guard that out route, and you see how far down that purple cannot get to that corner route at all. I don't know why my guy A-Rod, aka the dot man, is throwing that pass bad, but let's see here. It's motioning. I guess I gotta wait a few seconds, and then there it is right there with a cover 4. And of course, second best defense on the game gets a big hit on me. So that's pretty much the scheme there. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Rate, comment, and subscribe.